All right, good morning, everyone. Louis Porcelino, Manover Market. Anthony Porcelino, Manover Market. And Pat's back in Houston. Chris is coming over later. And we got programmers actively programming all our indicators, and we're moving forward, and things are getting closer. So, anyway, I had a great weekend. My son scored a touchdown. We beat Northern Iowa. They were ranked 12th in FCS, and beat them on a road in their dome with about 18,000 people. Pretty exciting. And came back yesterday, and sort of a depression going on upstairs in my house because of my wife is a Cub fan, and she's a little upset. And Julie's upset about the Cubbies. Her mother's had season tickets for 52 years, and so that's a big war in the family when who gets to go to the playoff games. But hopefully the Cubs make it back. Sort of the reverse, you got the Mets, which they're the ugly duckling in New York. Sorry, all you New Yorkers, but everybody loves the Yankees, right? And then here, everybody loves the Cubbies. And if you're a Southside fan, me, I don't care. I'm not really a baseball fan. All right. So this week, we've got, looks like about 101 S&P stocks reporting earnings this week. Also 12 Dow stocks. So I'll probably, more of the same of last week. I think the market's kind of turned the corner. It certainly turned the corner in the cash market. And I think the market is really heading to the 2050, possibly 2100. Actually, I want to say 2100. So a little bullish, barring no unforeseen major catastrophes. I mean, look, we survived Walmart going down $6 in a day. So we got to, there's a lot of options out there, a lot of different things, a lot of news reporting. But ultimately, I think that Janet Yellen and the Fed will leave the rates alone. And I think this year will probably close towards the high and even positive, up at 2100 area, and which I think would put us positive on the year. And we've absorbed all the negative news. So let's get to chart sharing. I got a lot of things I want to cover. Also, if you look on the blog now, we're putting gold and oil, and we're going to be adding ZB on there for you. So it's just, we're starting to roll out more things, and hopefully you're getting, the benefit of it. Also, we've completed the manual, and the indicators are being the final coding as we speak. All right, so let me go to share the charts and get the meeting started. All right, we'll start out with S&Ps. Before we get to the S&Ps, I want to show you the SPX chart, okay? So here's from Friday, and as you know that we have these proprietary pivots, and so this is a day chart, okay? And according to our day chart, we took out the day pivot right now here when the S&P or the SPX closed above right here, which is 2028.84 area, okay? As you can see, that it's moved back down here. So as far as we're concerned, the cash market has turned the corner and has gone bullish on the year. So it's gone bullish now. So doesn't mean we can't get any volatility, but I just wanted to show everybody that chart so they know that that's what we've got going on. All right. So if we take that and I couple it with and this is probably why we get the the difference here. As you can tell, 1831 was the low of this contract. So on this chart, this is a toss chart. It's a day chart. We're still not above it if you look at 1831 as a low. So it's telling us that we got to take out like 2032, we get above 2032, and then the market will be, and a day pivot will be cash. But remember, the Deets contract, the low was 2021. So probably that's why we have that little bit of discrepancy with the cash already turning positive. And so I would be cautious. Plus, we are futures, and there's a lot of, there are many other ways to trade the futures, meaning is it's a hedging product for people who have cash equity positions. It's a hedging product, and it's part of strategies for all the options. So it's one of the things that you have to be concerned about when you're trading. But I think that the market looks like we're going to start heading up, but we have some, I want to call poor structure down below, right? So when I take a look at the profile, all right, so we got an overnight high here of 2028. We've got an overnight low of right here of 2015.75. We have some single prints here, all right, from Friday, okay, right in here below, 2014 down to 2012. Also some single prints from 2011 down to 2011 down to 2009 half. All right. So I think that we have some room and some, we could have a spike down, one of those spike downs that get us down to those areas. And, all right. Let me be slow with this so I don't destroy the chart. All right. So let me bring it up. And so we got some other unfinished business down here, 2003 to 2001, 2003 to 2001, which, based on the current volatility, not out of the question that we couldn't get back up in there. Up above, of course, we've been talking about this 2050 area, and we almost filled in the single prints here from 2033.75, okay, to 2028 half. We made it to 2026 half on the day session. I don't count the overnight. It's got if it was made during the day session, then it has to be filled during the day session. And so then we have the 2028 half, and we have this whole range from 2036. So we're talking about, we think the market's got to get to that 2032 area up to 2041. Okay. And then we have this whole area up here, more single prints, and it was a violet down from 2048.75 up to 2055. So that is where we think the market is ultimately going. And we are bullish on the market, especially with the cash turning around. I think that, that's going to be, all right. Okay. Now, let's talk about S&Ps today, where we're at currently. All right. We're sitting just at the bottom of Valley at 2016.75, full bear zone at 2011. Okay. And we've got the point of control of 2019, and right here, 2022.75. Also have the 5-minute pivot right up here. Okay, at 2022 quarters, right at the same, right here, 2022 quarter, 5-minute pivot. Okay, so should be pay attention to that. Also, if I bring on all the sisters right here, currently, we've got the Russell and a sell. Got to take out 1154, 1154.40. Bring down the YM right here. We have to take out, we have to trade above 17.087. And let me move this back up here. We'll make some room. All right. And let's look at this as the Dow. And and they got 44. I'm sorry, the Nasdaq at 44.27 1/4 to turn their 5-minute pivot around. I think overnight the S&P. If you take a look at the oops, let me bring this down. If we look at the overnight action, pretty evenly distributed. That's an unfinished top up here, which you remember they can leave that for a while. Pretty evenly distributed. I think we got a net shorts right now, and we'll probably even out and close, flatten out the inventory after the opening. Once again, remember, we have a lot of earnings this week. 101 S&P stocks are going to be announcing 12 Dow stocks. So usually the market kind of trades in a range, and before it makes up its mind. I think that it's going to be crucial. We could get some backfilling. I think I really would like to see some backfilling down to 2000, 2002 area, just so that we can build a little more structure and get the earnings out of the way and then go from there. I think that would be a positive way to move. All right, let's start with CL. Okay. All right, CL. Here's what I have. Here's our pivot here. I think CL is bullish unless we can trade below 41.96. Still looking, if we can come up here and close this gap at 55.68 to 56.31. But this is a real difficult market for me to trade because I really think that we haven't made an extreme low that's going to shake everybody out. We might have to wait till the beginning part of January, but I just really think that there hasn't been enough pain inflicted on the big oil companies yet, right? So I think that as long as it stays above 42, we got a shot at filling this gap. If not, we get below 42, and look out. In CL today trading, we have value area high of 47.18, bull bear zone of 47.14, point of control of 46.86, also 46.68. And by the way, while I'm talking, if you have questions, please get them in because it's about a 20-second delay, and I think that I haven't answered questions. So we'll get to them, and Anthony will get them out to me. So we're trading below value right now, and I think that that's going to be the key today. All right. Gold. All right. Hold on a second. Let me lower it. For some reason, it got louder. I got it. All right. Gold. I think we're in a bullish pattern. We got here 11.1370 as our pivot. I think the market is headed back up to this area right here, 12.05, and ultimately 12.30 again, 12.33, which is the high that we were talking about. It's when you take a look at gold. Once again, demand product. There is no inflation, so there's no hedge against inflation. But there is I think that there's a lot of fear out there about how bad this global economy, how it's going to affect the U.S. But more than that is, how's China and the rest of the world affecting the stability of the more developed countries. The undeveloped countries, it just goes from being bad to worse. So, the more developed countries, the slowdown in the production affects their economies differently. So, the global slowdown, how that is going to affect, the sort of the strength of their dollars, and we'll let everybody understand. But with the strong dollar, everybody's in a defensive mode right now, and the dollar being stronger, and this is another reason why they can't really raise rates. If you raise rates, the dollar gets even stronger. So Anyway, which is not really good for, most of the U.S. countries, I'm sorry, most of the U.S. companies. So, I think gold is on its way up based on sort of the fears of what's going on in the world, right? So, um, we got to monitor gold. I think that gold is I started trading gold, and it topped out at 850, went down to 300, and then went back to 1900. All right, so for today, we got the bull bear zone, which we're testing right here now at 1775.80. Traded above it, now we're down below it. We've got the point of control. Let me move this here. I'm sorry, we've got the bottom of the value at 1775, 1177.75, 1177.75. We've got the point of control of 1182.10, okay, and then we've got the top of value at 1183.10, 1183.10. All right, and then bonds. Here's my day chart on bonds. And lo and behold, we took out this area right here, 159.12, 159.12. We had a high up here at 160, what was that, 160.11. All right. So as you can see, as long as the bonds stay above 153 and Ms. Yellen and the rest of the Fed governors don't raise the rates, I think that the bonds are headed back up to the 165 area, 165. So you can see, if we look back in here, here's 166.21, high of the year. So, and this will be more dramatic as they keep pushing out, moving off zero into the later part of next year, the latter part of next year. So for bonds right now, we're talking about for the day trade here, we've got bull bear zone at 158.20. We got the bottom of value at 158.27 here. VPOC at 159.03 and the top of value at 159.05. 159.05. Okay. And remember, you can get all of our daily statistics on gold and oil now on the blog. Also, but the value area is high in bull bear zone. I put out morningly. So, we got any questions, Anthony?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, we got 819. Just to recap, I think that pretty much balanced in the, this. I think the market is short right now. The overnight inventory is a little short, looking for a balancing on the opening. Got some resistance here at 19.25 up to 19.20. Would not surprise me to see this market trade down into this area right here, back down to 209, 2009 half. So, and again, the week is being dominated by, I think, most importantly, all the earnings. And we get all the earnings. There are going to be some disappointments in there, but overall, I think the earnings are going to be shrugged off, and the market's going to head up. Okay. So
We're good, huh?
all right. So everybody, have a good day trading. Stay with us on Twitter. We'll get out our updates, and our viewing audience is growing, and there's been a lot of interest in our funding program and just our charts and everything through Ninja Trader. So we've got some other surprises coming out. It's just, I wish I was I could do all the, I have more ideas than there is computer programmers out there who will understand my ideas. So anyway, everybody have a good day. Good luck. And remember, put money in your account every day. Money in your account every day. That's the goal. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon. See you tomorrow.